Project NM71. Date, February 26, 2427. Commander, Penn Draugon, Fleet, Aritite 6, Expedition Log A106.
When we entered the Earthship farmhouse, the first thing we noticed was the dried orange fingerprint smears across the walls. The house smelled strong of copper. Breathing the air inside the home smelled like the taste of a dozen pennies in your mouth. There were pictures on the wall of what looked like a family. 2 parents, 5 children, and what looked to be a pet of some sort standing in front of the home. They looked very happy. There were also pictures of other individuals, and pictures that showed the age progression of their children. They had paintings upon the walls as well, some landscape, and others more abstract. Most of the pictures were crooked, falling, or about to fall. The house was completely vacant. We even announced ourselves in Norwegian, which should be their native language. We walked into the kitchen, where we noticed a pool of the strange orange substance that was smeared across the walls. It was dried and very pungent. We noticed some mail, and some official-looking paperwork on the dining room table and decided to take it with us so that Scylla could interpret the information. As we went through the home, we noticed a great deal of this orange substance smeared across the walls, dripped on the floors, and even upon the ceiling. I began to wonder if this was some sort of tagging or spray paint destruction kids do here. In one of the back bedrooms, we found little handwritten notes, and letters. Looked to be the handwriting of a child. We also collected these notes and letters for interpretation. We were startled by the sound of a bird outside. We both rushed to a window to look out to see if we could spot it. When we pushed back the curtains to look outside, there was a sharp movement in the tall grass. You could see the grass moving as though something was running away through it. It wasn't taller than the grass, which looked to be a mix of weeds and some type of tall, dead crop. We both rushed outside to see if we could spot whatever it was. We hadn't seen a single movement from anything living since we arrived. Although we weren't sure of the level of danger this unknown creature was capable of, our curiosity and need for answers negated our survival logic at that moment. It was gone. There was no longer movement. It either stopped running and is watching us, or it ran out of sight. Not sure which, but both are unsettling. Moke and I decided it was time to leave the farmhouse after a quick scavenge outside. We headed back to the buggies, then into town. Once we got back into town, it was starting to get late. Our internal clocks will have to adjust to this new 18-hour day. It didn't feel like we had been gone that long at all. The sky began to turn red, with tints of blue, pink, purple, and orange. It was the most gorgeous sunset. It was also setting very quickly. While passing through the city, we noticed one of the shop doors that earlier was locked was now wide open. We continued onto the shuttle and loaded the buggies into the bay for the evening. Tomorrow we will travel in the opposite direction to see if we can find civilization. In the meantime, we'll have Scylla interpret the paperwork we found to see if we can find any clues as to what happened.
Follow our journey on the following platforms: Tumblr, Medium, and Patreon.